remote Amazon tribe finally connects to the internet only to wind up hooked on porn and social media. So about 9 months ago, Elon Musk delivered Starlink to the Amazon. It's this tribe of 2,000 people. It's the Marubo tribe that is in Brazil. 9 months ago, they got access to the internet through Starlink. And now it has ruined the Amazon. According to members of the tribe, things have now gotten worse. This is a quote from Tazanima Marubo. Everybody in the Marubo tribe has the last name Marubo. Okay. So everybody is related or something. I don't know. But so this 73-year-old man told the New York Times, now things have gotten worse. Young people have gotten lazy because of the internet. They're learning the ways of the white people.
Oh, no.
They say that they have now seen an uptick in sexual aggression among young men in the Marubo tribe. They say Marubo men have been sharing porn videos in group chats, and they have observed some men exhibiting aggressive sexual behavior. They say everyone is so connected that sometimes they don't even talk to their family.
Rob, you know why it's aggressive? Because they're watching S&M choking, hitting, and...
This is like the episode of The Simpsons when they show what Ireland was like before whiskey got introduced. And like, here you go, like, oh, like 5 seconds later, everybody's fighting. I mean, first of all, there's a funny joke in there, Marubo, if you get Marub on, because
yeah, you're going to get your rub. What the hell they get all these cell phones from? Did they give them cell phones and shit?
That's a good question. I don't know. That's all I know is the internet.
Do they use one community computer? Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Shane, you're really getting into the
and where they charging this shit? They're just out in the middle of nowhere.
They're gonna need
These are all very good questions.
Yeah, I got another one.
The New York Times failed to raise. They were just like, "Oh, you guys are jacking off a lot. That's a problem."
one guy's jacking off, and one guy's just angry because the other guy has his computer. He's like,
that is it. It's not sexual aggression. It's just aggression because they want to get their rub on.
iPad mine.
They're gonna have to start filtering the water in an extra way here.
They say that the tribes people have become so addicted to the internet that Marubo leaders, fearing that their history and culture could be lost forever, they've now had to limit access to the internet to 2 hours each morning, 5 hours each evening, and all day Sunday. It's the same thing I do with my 14-year-old.
Oh my
I've
God.
literally done the same thing, mostly because I'm worried about him getting his rub on, like the Marubio.
And then getting aggressive and smacking you in the head for taking away his iPad.
They say, this is the craziest part. Some of the members of the Marubo tribe, much like the elderly, have fallen victim to internet scams where they are giving away digital currency to strangers they're chatting with on social
Are these
media.
people...
How do they even have digital currency?
I'm going to ask the extra stupid question. What do they spend the digital currency on?
I don't know, Leave.
I don't want to know.
Huts? Are they getting mobile huts? They're in the Amazon.
They're gonna get Amazon deliveries to the Amazon.
Prime.
The question becomes, you see that the effect that it's having on these people who have never had the internet before. So in 9 months, it is
Ruin them.
Yeah, it's ruining a tribe. Again, 2,000 people. I don't know how long the tribe's been in existence, but 2,000 members. They're now having to restrict the amount of use of the internet. They're showing upticks in sexual aggression among men. People are addicted to their phones. They're not talking to their families. The question becomes, is the internet bad for humanity?
Yes. No, the real question is, have they heard of Viva Fry? Because Marubos, if you want to watch a great show, Viva Fry every Sunday night.
Go ahead, Dave, please.
I was going to say, my wife would have a field day with this because she's a neuroscientist, and like you are dealing in some sense with, I imagine there's an analogy between Native Americans who weren't brought up with drinking alcohol and don't have, lack a certain enzyme. And you're dealing with a tribe that has not formed these connections yet in their brain, because it definitely changes brain connection. It releases endorphins and whatever. And like, it's like you may as well jack them up with heroin, because this is digital heroin for a culture that has not been brought up with it and had no possible exposure to it. I mean, it can wreak havoc.
It's crazy because I see the 5-year-old. I have a 14-year-old and I have a 5-year-old. And I'm seeing the 14-year-old when he gets into the doom scrolling. That's when we take the phone. If I see you going like this, give it to me. There's nothing that is value of what you're doing right now. You're just wasting time. How do I know? I catch myself doing it. I'll be sitting there and I'll go, oh, damn it. I'm in the doom
Rob, it's
scroll.
for work. That's for work. You can get away with
You
it.
research, but how many OnlyFans accounts can I subscribe to before it's no longer research?
Tell him, Rob.
But it also becomes a question. Candace Owens and Cardi B got into this last week because now it's so weird for me to make this turn. I've never been a person that thought that we should ban pornography. I haven't. I've always thought that it was, well, mostly because I consume it. So I don't want to ban something I use. That's like a guy that smokes cigarettes advocating for them to ban nicotine. It doesn't make much sense. But now seeing that I have a 14-year-old and seeing how accessible porn is on the internet, it's literally on my Twitter feed. And we talked about this in the PBD podcast prep meeting, Vinny. Like Facebook doesn't allow it. Meta doesn't allow it. TikTok doesn't allow it.
Hardcore. Like I'm scrolling through comments.
I saw
in Twitter.
you post something.
No, I don't want to post the ones that there's like graphic vajayjay. Like there's no way an algorithm doesn't pick up a
But
vajayjay.
didn't you tweet at Elon
Yeah,
and you were like,
I'm
look
gonna
at
keep
these
doing it.
bots because you posted something that was non-porn related. And then every response was, check
Nudes
out
in
me
bio, nudes
smashing
in
my
bio.
clam on my OnlyFans page. And I'm like, how is he getting
But
flooded
not
with
just that,
this?
like I'm in a public area and I'm just scrolling through comments, and then there's a woman with her legs spread. Like I'm not a Puritan,
Terrible.
but I don't want people thinking I'm surfing porn on Twitter. And it's like it's not even getting the warning symbol. It's just right in the chat.
No, yeah, what do
It's a
you,
problem.
dude? And I guess didn't X just announce that they're going to be?
Yes, so they
Formally
allow it,
allowing.
but what they're going to be doing is they're going to be asking adult content creators to label their content not safe for work so that people, the underage kids, won't be able
Well,
to
but
see
what
it.
if, their work is pornography? Then it's totally safe for work.
Yes.
Well,
Bada bing, bada boom. Leave it to the
do
lawyer
have
to
an
find a
I do have
loophole.
an issue because we were on a PBD podcast and Peter Hegseth was there, and I typed because I wanted to tell Rob a joke because when Robert De Niro was in the middle of New York yelling and screaming, there was a horn going
Yeah, that was funny.
So there's a video I sent Rob that I was searching for, which is a bulldog that's humping the steering wheel. So I was like, let me send it to Rob because I was like, I was going to be funny and say, you know where that beeping came from? I went on X and I put bulldog humping steering wheel and I pushed enter. And what popped up on X was a gay naked guy
Hold on, I'll
with
be
a
right
bulldog
back,
mask
Vinny.
going, yeah, naked. And Tom and Peter were like, holy shit. And I was like, no. Dude, it looked like I was watching gay porn.
Vinny, what were those search terms again? No, I'm just going to go do some research.
Yeah, bulldogs. Dude, it was wild. But to your question, I think because it's such a split thing because I think the internet is 1,000% necessary because if it wasn't, we wouldn't be able to talk shit about Fauci and all these assholes and having them accountable because now we have the access to the information so we could, put them out there for the shit that they're doing. But on the flip side, bro, if your kid grabbed your phone, your 5-year-old, and went on X and he could watch porn and there's no firewall, there's no code.
I mean, we come from a different generation. I don't know how old you guys are, but I'm assuming
babies.
the three of us are probably in the same generation where we grew up pre-internet. So, like, to look at a naked person, it would have to be you're either being a creep and peeping Tom looking in windows, which I did not do. So I want to be clear about. Or you'd go to the woods and you look for beat-off rags. That's what the porno magazines. That's what we do. We would spend 6th grade. We'd ride our bikes in the woods looking for porno magazines. Or you'd grab the National Geographic magazines where they show like African women and you'd be able to see breasts.
Yeah.
Now it's literally in your phone.
everywhere.
It is everywhere because it can be on your tablet, your phone, your computer. And I get that there's safe features that you can put on. You think that my child is not more electronically intelligent than I am? He's going to be able to know how to turn off whatever safe filters I'm turning on.
For sure.
He's smarter than I am.
My issue, what I got sensitive to this is porn. I'm not a Puritan, and I don't think you should have to register and show an ID like some states are implementing. Though I can understand the rationale for that. Where I got very sensitive to like the devastating impact of this is revenge porn that gets posted to the internet, revenge porn or non-consensual videos, consensually shot, but then posted to like Pornhub and whatever, and they never get taken down. And even when they get taken down, the internet is forever. And that's the secondary, subsidiary, nefarious element of it. But now scrolling through, there's no excuse for it on Twitter, period, because it makes it impossible to navigate the comments. How do we get from the Marubo tribe to this? Can you imagine they're going through and instead of fishing and instead of like what is it called? Living
Sustainability?
Instead of like fishing to sustain lives, it's how a tribe can instantaneously within a matter of years be eviscerated
Elon-
by
Elon-
the
Elon Musk.
The
social media.
Ayatollah of Iran calls us the Great Satan, and it's more and more difficult to prove him wrong. I mean, when this is our cultural product, like this is our output to the world, we hook them up to our internet, and almost immediately it destabilizes the entire tribe. They're not able to work, do these 1,000-year-old traditions anymore.
But I want to know, because Rob, okay, they get Starlink. It had to be the one guy that set it all up, the black guy that was banging on the thing. You know, he was like, hey. Right there. Because how do you know what to search?
Yeah, first website is boobs.com, which is the same thing I Googled in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Well, not even Googled. It was AOL. And I'll never forget. I remember my dad busted me the first time I went on boobs.com.
Yeah.
My parents took my brothers to a skate park. They left me home alone with my friend Sejan Patel. Sorry, Sejan, to throw your business out there. But
First and last
he's
name.
like, hey, yeah, that's fine. I mean, how many Patels are there? It's going to be very hard to narrow that one down. So he goes, hey, have you ever seen like nude girls on the internet? And I was like, you can do that? And this is the days of AOL. So I would shut the house communications down by logging onto the phone line to look at it. My dad's gone, and I go on AOL, and we went on boobs.com, and there were boobs, and it was great. And then I thought if you just deleted it from like your browsing history, like right-click delete on AOL, you're good. But no, my dad went to the cookies. And when they came home, my dad goes, what were you looking at on the internet today? And I went, nothing. He's like, no, you were looking at something. You want to
it's the
talk about it?
worst.
And I went, no. And he goes, never look at that stuff again. I went, okay, Dad, I never will. And to this day, every time I look at porno, I'm like, hope my dad doesn't find out.
That's so freaking messed up. But dude, yeah, I think that's gonna ruin them. Because they're not now. Good luck trying to take it away from them.
So and I agree to the point that Cardi B, because I want to tie this back into Cardi B and Candace Owens, mostly for the SEO. There you go, Humberto. But they debated this issue. Cardi B, they didn't debate it, but Candace Owens said that she was for banning porn, and then Cardi B came out and said she was against it. I would like your guys' opinions. Do you think pornography should be banned? Let's forget regulating the internet. That's too broad of a conversation to try and get through, because once you start regulating the internet, that's where it becomes censorship of free speech and suppression of information. But as far as pornography is concerned, do you think that there should be some type of ban in the United States when it comes to porno?
Well, I'd say obviously like with age stuff, yeah, but I'd say the less the government's involved in the marketplace, the better. So I'd say no for that reason. But I mean, Twitter shouldn't have it on there though. Like you're telling me you could take a president off Twitter, but you can't take porn off of Twitter.
Correct.
You leave terrorists on Twitter as well. So I mean, this is even before Elon Musk. So I don't know what the justification is for that being on the feed, but it seems like something they could very easily control. I don't know why they're not. I mean, something that has young kids on it should probably not be allowed to have porn on it.
What do you think, Dave?
It's a tough one. Ban porn. What two consenting adults will do, and what other consenting adults want to consume. And then, I mean, I don't want to get too lawyery semantical, but then, I mean, literally, how would you define porn? And then where does the line stop? And if people have sexual fetishes that deviate from traditional stuff, I mean, do you want to ban stuff that anyone derives sexual pleasure from? No, I'm more of the line like this is consenting adults, consumed by consenting adults. And within the realm of the law in terms of what's allowed, in terms of criminal activity, like consenting stuff, no, you can't.
Shane?
I think you could ban it as a national security threat because it's making men weak and it's ruining our attention spans. But also, I think ultimately the answer will just have to come from within and from your own free will, because same thing with drugs and alcohol. If you're an addict to anything, you're gonna find a way to do it, and you have to just have the discipline and the will to stop it. So it's really ultimately it's your fault. You can't have the government ban it.
You ain't taking away my porn.
My guns and my porn.
Yeah,
Stay
I
with me.
actually do. I stopped, dude. I'm joking. I stopped watching porn a long time ago because I kept listening, about the church thing, and it's really, really bad, bro. It's addicting. Because then I was like, going on a date, why waste my time? I'm trying to, have an orgasm. But I think there should be restrictions. I think X needs to chill because, bro, think about the people in the Amazon. They're not gonna want to go hook up with some Amazonian biatch. They're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna jerk off to this white blonde chick from whatever. I think there needs to be restrictions to access to kids, because anybody could just go on whatever websites, boobs, whatever.com, and there's no, hey, are you 18? Put your code on your computer. I think there needs to be a firewall for who can watch it for an age, like a verification. But yeah, I think sometimes it's necessary for people. The same with strip clubs. Like some of these guys that have no release to the outside world, they need that release, bro. That's why I think strippers are so, no joke. I'm not being funny. What's the oldest profession in the world? Prostitution. Men need that release that can't get it normally. They have to pay for it. And bro, think about those alpha aggressive testosterone guys. If they don't have those girls, if they don't have a place to go to have this release, they're gonna do it to women that are just walking around.
And on the opposite fact, the guys that are like the simps and the cucks and the betas, you know, we always talk about those guys.
You mean the Destinies?
Yeah, the
Destinies.
Sure, the
Destiny.
But there are lonely people who also go out to strip clubs and meet those strippers and pay their way through, dental hygienist school or whatever they're paying their way through. But it's an emotional connection for them as well. So it's there are, like, I've met a bunch of dudes, like, because it's very odd, but working in radio, you get a lot of weird, lonely, single dudes who also happen to also love going to strip clubs. And you'd meet a lot of these guys that listen to the radio that go to the strip clubs that have like friendships with these strippers because it's their only outlet to connect with a woman. So do you take that away from these guys and then only make them even more aggravated incels, or do you allow them to have that consensual monetary release?
I think we need it. And again, I agree 100%. I think we need it for them. But I think with the porn, just a firewall for the younger people not to be able to get to it so easy.
You have to think about that logistically. If you have to show ID like you do with a Bitcoin website or whatever, you imagine the blackmail material that registry of people who are registered to view porn.
All of a sudden, like, Rob likes going to blacksonblondes.com, and now I'm in a fucking database.
How old are you? Are you 44?
I'm
No,
37.
37?
Look, 84.
Rob was on White Holes, Black Poles. What the hell? And guys, the Angry Patriot shirt. Go on vtmerch.com. We'll have the link in the description. Let people know. And if somebody goes, why are you angry? Tell me, get the hell out of your face.